First of all, Quinn, welcome to Pathfinder TV. It's
Thank you.
it's an honor, and I'm glad to have you here for the first time in this channel. And please introduce yourself with the team.
So I'm Quinn McNutt. I am 16 years old and I'm from Massachusetts.
I want to know first a little bit more of you, like which position on the field you play, and well, tell me about it a little more.
Yeah, so pretty much all my life I played center mid. Um, just ever since I can remember, I was 4 years old, five, always played center mid. It's what my dad used to play. But recently I've been playing a bit of left back, which is something very new to me. And I enjoy it somewhat, but I would still much rather prefer to play center mid. But you do what the coach tells you, and yeah.
Yeah. I can imagine because I mean it's a very different position, midfielder as a left back. So I can imagine that was a really big change for you.
Yeah, yeah, it
Yeah,
has.
and another one is how does the dream of being a professional soccer player comes to your mind?
I mean, honestly, really, ever since I was like a little kid, I think it was always a dream of mine. My dad played a little bit in college and high school, and my mom never played, so and they were never very serious about it, but I mean, I don't know why, but just ever since I can remember, that was just always the dream of mine. Just in second grade when they ask you what you want to be when you grow up, that that's what I wrote down. I wanted to be a professional soccer player, and yeah, it's just always been my dream, and hopefully now I can make it a reality.
Yeah, we hope so too because like you said, maybe your parents, well, your father played in college and everything, and maybe he didn't took it seriously, but it's your time now to take it like that seriously and accomplish your dream, and we hope so. We hope so.
Yeah.
So, well, for first of all, I want to know a little more about your experience first in Pathfinder FC before we passed with your new team. And first of all, how do you know about first of all of Pathfinder FC?
So it's kind of it's kind of a funny story.
Yeah.
So when I was in eighth grade, so this was right before COVID and all that, in 2020, I was looking at prep schools. So I was going around, doing interviews, looking for prep schools, and actually my mom found out about Pathfinder through Facebook, through a Facebook post. So, we kind of researched it a little more, and it just seemed like such a good opportunity for me to like just improve not only as like a person, but like obviously as a player, but also as a person. It was, yeah. So, and I mean, I'm really happy that I did because, yeah, I mean, I've just grown so much in both aspects, and it's just yeah, no, it's been incredible for me.
Wow, you said something very interesting that you grow as a person first of all, and then as a player. That's
Yeah,
a very interesting thing because I think the Pathfinder family give the effort of maybe convert that not only the player but the person too, and that's an amazing example that you gave us.
yeah, no,
Thank
it's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, man, for that. And well, how long did you stay in Pathfinder FC? And tell us a little bit of that experience. I mean, you can tell us how do you play, where do you play, and everything, the experience of all.
Yeah, so like I said, so I started in ninth grade. So I'm
Hmm.
now gonna be a senior this year. So that was 3 years ago. Um, and so I played 2020 to 2021, 21 to 22, both those years. It was really amazing. Just I mean, I was 14. I just turned 14 when I started playing. And that fall of my first year, I was able to really progress, and I was starting to play some games with the U19s, which was a very big jump of age, obviously.
Yes.
But it helped my development so much. Just being able to play with more experienced players, they're smarter, bigger, stronger, technically better, so it was a great challenge for me, to be able to grow, to get I mean, I can't explain how much it helped me just get better as a player. And just, yeah, through those 2 years, I mean, I really improved so much. Yeah, it's it was amazing. It was incredible. Yeah.
That was amazing, man. Because I mean, you said 14 and then 19. That's 5 years of difference. Do you feel nervous in that moment?
I mean, yes and no, because I mean, obviously you're nervous, but you're also so excited, right? You're
Yeah, yeah.
getting to play against older players, and you're like, well, like, they're probably gonna be better than me, but this is my opportunity to improve, So I was definitely nervous, but it was more of like excited nervous, I guess. And it was, yeah, just like I mean, I couldn't really like believe it, I was I was
That
just, yeah, I was so happy with that. Yeah.
That's amazing, and that's really interesting because that type of jump of the player of playing with players of really a big difference of age, it's a really interesting thing because, like you said, you maybe transform yourself and improve yourself, your game in the field, so in front of them. So maybe you were better at the moment of them. So congratulations about it.
Yeah,
You
thank you.
really make a really big jump, man.
Thank
And another thing that I want to know is, tell us maybe three things that you consider Pathfinder teach you as a lesson of growment.
As a person,
Yeah, as a
or
person. Yeah,
yeah, I mean, first of all, just maturity is the biggest thing, because I was, when I first came to Pathfinder, I was young, right? And I was 14, and I was living with three other players at the Time War house. And so, it was like my first time living by myself. So, yeah, I mean, you gotta like tell yourself when you're going to bed. Your parents aren't there to do that. You have to stay on top of your school. You have to do all these things that you otherwise, like, you would have help. Or I mean, like, not in the sense that like you don't have any help, but like you
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
just have to grow up a bit. So definitely just maturing. Also, just the Pathfinder family was just so it was so they were so welcoming, and I really felt like I was a part of it, even though some of those kids had been there for like, I've been playing with Pathfinder for, like many years. They really like welcomed me and made me feel like a part of the family, which was just something that like I hadn't really experienced with other teams I had played with. Um, and also just, staying disciplined, making sure you're putting in work every day to get better. And I think the coaches and the staff really helped instill like those values in me.
Amazing example that you gave us. Because the Pathfinder family, I think, is the first thing that tried when a player arrived to the field and to the home, to feel welcome, to feel like you belong to the family, to the Wolfpack. Even if it's your first day, you are becoming with the Wolfpack since the beginning. So amazing examples, man. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
that. And well, we can talk about a little bit more of did you play futsal in
So
United States?
yes. So I have played with a club called Jinga Futsal that is based in Boston. Um, and I started playing probably 4 years ago. I had no idea what it was. Just kids I knew. I mean, good players obviously, and they were playing futsal, and I was curious. I was like, what's futsal? And so I mean, I started watching it a bit, and I mean, I was like, wow, this seems like something that's really like can help your touch and whatnot. So every winter that I've been home, I've been playing futsal with them, and it's a very good team. I mean, my age group, we won um the national, like the
Well,
US youth soccer like national tournament. We won both the regionals that we went to. Yeah, so that's a very special team
that,
and players. Yeah, it's
that's
really great.
amazing. That's really, really amazing and interesting. I didn't knew that you get a championship with that team. So wow, that's amazing. And
Yeah.
do you feel like an improvement on your game
Oh,
with futsal and soccer?
yeah, for sure. Because it's such a small space.
Mm.
You're getting more touches, small space, so your touches have to be good, right? You have to think quickly. All that really, when you go and play on the big field again, and it's like everything's moving in slow motion a bit. You know what I mean? So I think it's super helpful to be able to do both, and I think they both really complement. Um, like they just help you in just all aspects of the game, just things that you maybe can't work on playing 11v11. You work on a lot playing futsal and vice versa.
Yeah, I can imagine because maybe you as a midfielder, you need that vision, that touch, that quickness on your mind. Like you have to do the pass or reaction. So I think futsal works for that. Really amazing. Yeah. And now we can start to talk about on your new team if that's not a problem.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so I know that you are now in CF Pobla de Mafumet in Tarragona in Spain.
Hmm.
So how do you feel about being a new player of this team?
I mean, it's absolutely incredible. So it's a semi-professional team, right?
Hmm.
And like, wow, the players are just they're so good. And again, I'm kind of in a situation where most of the players are older than me. So, I mean, on average, there's one kid who's like a year and a half older than me, but I'm definitely the youngest on the team. Um, but I mean, most of them are, 20, 21, 23, 24. So some of them
Okay.
are quite a bit older, some of them are only a couple years older, but I mean, they're all incredible players. And I really think this is somewhere where I'm gonna improve a ton. I think, just it's almost like overwhelming how like good they are, and it's sometimes like a little bit like oh my God, like these guys are like so much better than me. But at the same time, just thinking back to last year when I first started training with them, I mean, I've gotten so much better, just way, 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 way better.
That's good. That's good because I mean maybe they are 20, they are not too old, but for you it's a really big difference of age.
Yeah. Also, just my Spanish isn't great yet. So also that is just like a little, yeah, I feel like a little like out of place, I guess.
Okay,
Um,
okay, okay.
but I mean, that's totally okay.
Yeah, and
Just
Yeah, maybe with the time the players will help you with a few words maybe to communicate
Yeah,
with them.
yeah, no, they do. They're
Yeah, man.
teaching
And they're teaching you Spanish?
a little bit, yeah.
That's good. That's good. I mean, maybe they helping you. They're trying.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, another question that I have is: are you feeling prepared on this challenge of being on Europe and in this team?
Yeah, I'm totally ready. Because this was like the dream. I always wanted to play in Europe, and I mean, especially Spain. I love their style here. Just it's all quick touches in small spaces. And yeah, it's just yeah, I still sometimes can't believe it. I mean, I just think that I can go far in this environment, and there's a lot of room to grow, not only as a player but as a person as well. I mean, learn a new language, live with different people. It's just, I think it's all around just like a great like life experience.
Yeah, it's a really new experience for you, and maybe it's like a change of life because you left the United States with family and everything, and you're living now with few different people, a new different team, and new different experiences and languages and everything. So it's a really
Yeah.
interesting thing, and and as a 16 player of age. So congratulations about it, man. Congratulations. And well, for the last question of the interview, we are arriving to the ending of this one. But I want to know only one last thing. Tell us some words for the Wolfpack family that you are leaving behind and accomplishing your dream of growing as a professional player. What message
Uh,
do you have for the Wolfpack?
I mean, honestly, I want to thank, especially like Colin and John Forbes and Nick, especially them. They've always, I mean, they're the foundation of this whole thing, and they're the ones who made everything possible. I mean, just thank you to them, and the players as well. All the players that I've played with through my years, they really helped me improve. They always welcome me. Um, and I just want to say, keep working. You're like, your time will come. You can do it. So yeah,
Those words, thank you, man, for that. I mean, the work in progress takes a lot of time, and you said it. It will come.
yeah.
It will come. It will come for the players and everyone. So, Quinn, thank you so much for being here in Pathfinder TV. I hope you have a grateful time with us, and it's again we are grateful and thankful to have you here. And well, uh, I don't know if you have something to say to finish this interview.
I mean,
And
just thank you for the interview. I mean, it was yeah. I mean, it's great to be able to talk about it, and and hopefully help inspire people to also go after their dream as well.
thank you, man. Believe me, this interview is for that, to inspire the people to accomplish their dream. So thank you so
Mhm.
much, Quinn, for being here. And well, we will see you again soon. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.